The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. Or what is actually happening in Ivory Coast? Our brothers and sisters in Ivory Coast are crying out that even though they are living under the system called democracy, they cannot exercise their democratic right. Some few days ago, I brought you the news of the current happening in Ivory Coast, whereby the maritime officers rose up against the government, demanding for what to them is right. Because according to the spokesperson, there are a lot of things that are happening in Ivory Coast that is not right. They also contribute their quota to the nation and they demand that they should be treated fairly. According to them, they have been neglected. The basic things that they need as maritime officers and the constitution allows them to get, they are not having that. So they decided to hit the street against the government and they made it clear that they are not against him, but they are demanding for fair treatment. The spokesperson has been found. And they don't understand that. Why should somebody speak out for the entire group that is demanding for their right, the basic things that they need, and then the person will just lose his life like that? So the people in Ivory Coast are saying that the Ivory Coast is no longer a place that they think is theirs. Because if Ivory Coast is for them, they will be allowed to voice out their displeasure. That how can they be living under a system called democracy, yet they cannot exercise their democratic right? So what makes it a democratic country? The people in Ivory Coast are not happy at all. And people are saying a lot is happening in that country.
When it's good in Ivory Coast. We have just learned that the Maritime Affairs officers was found dead at the Gendarmerie School of Benjaville. My brothers and sisters, the information just fell of this evening, June 12th, 2026. We will read the version right away, and I invite you to share it as much as possible. We say RCI. The Maritime Affairs officer's spokesman has been found dead this morning at the Gendarmerie School, where he is detained with a dozen of his comrades who have voted during the week to demand payment of premiums. Of housing here is the information that is there. The spokesperson for the Maritime Affairs officers was found. He was raped by the first son of Alassane Dramane Ouattara.